What's going on, people? I'm here at the London Stadium in the dressing room of West Ham. Gonna catch up with Anton Ferdinand, gonna talk to him about those big nights. How did he feel sitting in the change rooms about to play Man United, knowing he was gonna lose? Why didn't he stop Aguero sliding in so that we could win another Premier League title and Rio could have had another Premier League title? How did he feel when he came to Old Trafford and made us flipping, well, they drew and kept them up actually, which was absolutely brilliant. But also, as you can see, the shirts in here as well, they're all laid out for the game. For the players, I ain't touching them. I could do the reverse judge, I could do it, but I'm not going to do it. I ain't going to touch none of it, I ain't going to be near none of it, but I'm going to get into Anton and see what he has to say. But what is interesting about this stadium that I've learned, which I kind of knew, but it's not till you come here and remember and realise it, it's such a multi-purpose stadium in terms of West Ham are sort of in here towards match days and stuff like that, but other than that, they're not. It's run by sort of the London Stadium group, so concerts, the baseball, different media things. So the swap over and the changeover that actually happens is quite a lot, which we've got into earlier on. But anyway, let me catch up with Anton and get in there. Let's go. We're here at the London Stadium inside the changing rooms. As a player, former player, but you can speak as a player, like what were those days like? Those moments like in the changing room, pre-match, about to play Man United and other teams, but let's just say Man United, because that's when we were the real Man United. You've played against the real Man United. What was that feeling like in the dressing room? Was there a sense of belief you could get it done? Was there sometimes you were beaten before you even walked out the change room? Was there fear? What was there?
There was never a fear. There was never a thought of being beaten.
Liar.
There wasn't.
A liar.
Never. One, I was never conditioned that way. But two, playing for West Ham United, especially when you're playing at home, you don't go out on the pitch ever believing you're going to get beat. The fans will let you know that's not the right way to be. But obviously the Man United fixture was always different for me personally because of Rio. As a chance to play against my big brother. But so emotionally it was different.
Did that get in your head? Like you see, like in the lead up to it,
or
would you and Rio just not talk?
The first ever game we had, it was hard, emotionally very, very hard. And me and Rio speak most days, but when we played each other the week leading up to a game, we never spoke. Because I would ring him and say, "Oh, by the way, Rio, I'm playing against Thierry Henry this week. Like, what do I have to do to try and do well against him or to try and mark him out of the game?" I can't ring him and say, "Ree, I got Ruud van Nistelrooy and Wazza this weekend. What am I doing?"
There you go, say, little bro, you're on your own.
Exactly.
Yeah?
However,
I furthermore hope you have a stinker.
Exactly.
He's on you.
So we never spoke, and going out to the game, there was always a belief that we would get something. Always. Alan Pardew conditioned us. We never played with no fear in my West Ham team, and the West Ham team today does the same thing, especially at the Olympic Stadium.
Straight belief, yeah. I do see that in West Ham, that they believe they can beat anybody here. And they should believe that because they have. They've beaten Arsenal here, they've beaten Man United here, they've beaten Chelsea here. In recent years, I'm sure they would have beaten Man City, I think, a couple of times, maybe here.
I think we've beaten once.
Do you know what I mean? Or definitely had some good results, competitive results. Liverpool, same thing. So the belief in here, definitely. As you look around sort of the new West Ham, do you ever feel, maybe envious is the wrong word, or jealous is the wrong word, but like, think like what you would have been like now if you was part of this West Ham setup?
I think you know me well enough, Flex, that I'm not a jealous or envious person.
That was,
do I wish I played in this team, or do I think I could have contributed to this team? 100% I do think.
Next to Zuma, next to Aged.
Next to Aged, I think.
Yeah.
Him playing left side, me playing right side. I think we complement each other, or playing with Kurt, Big Kurt, and me playing on the left, as I did for so many years playing on the left as well. But I think, do I wish I played in this team? I wish I could have contributed, but my team, I think, in terms of like our togetherness and stuff, is unmatched in all of my career. My West Ham team was unmatched in terms of togetherness and brotherhood. you know, and the laugh that we used to have, and obviously nearly getting the FA Cup final, you know, and losing to Liverpool on the day, the Steven Gerrard final. You know, I think if we win that,
Oh yeah, I forgot you played in that. Yeah, when you
if
banged it in last minute.
Exactly. If we win that, then
Millennium Stadium.
my team's spoken about like the likes of these guys in here because of the Conference League.
Yeah, because we're looking at a big picture behind the camera. You guys can't see it. Obviously, Captain Declan Rice for the team last season of winning the Conference League. You know, a huge moment for West Ham. Huge moment for all West Ham fans. And you know what? People forget like the type of games you played in. I know I did. I remember when you were saying, I forgot you played in the Aguero game.
Yeah.
Where you were saying, basically, you want Rio to win another title.
Yeah.
But at the same time,
I've got to stay
you're
up.
a professional.
Yeah.
Like, you care about QPR. We're staying up. We got a job to do. And you were winning that game.
Yeah.
And then, you know, in the end, it was enough. But like, you
It
played
hurt,
in
like-
that. You played in that FA Cup, like you said, semi-final. Like,
If you talk to people, especially that day, and we'll talk about that game because it affected Man United.
Yeah.
The QPR game against Man City, the last game of the season, Aguero moment.
Why didn't you just stop it? Why didn't you
I
block
tried.
it? Why
man.
did?
I tried. I tried.
See what I'm saying? The Aguero thing. This guy was on the pitch and could have you could have blocked Aguero,
No,
bro.
do you know it was Aguero come from our left hand side, so his right hand
Yeah,
side.
he cut in and ran across.
And I was on the right hand side of that. But you know what? A lot of people will tell you after that game, as much as a QPR player at the time, I was agitated because the objective that I had to, whilst I was brought to the club, was to keep the club in the Premier League. I had achieved that. But the fact that Rio ain't now retired with 7 league titles on the day really affected me. You know, so a lot of the lads were celebrating and I was quiet.
Because you're kind of like...
Yeah, I was happy inside.
Because Rio's won so much, but
I was happy inside because I had achieved my objective
Yeah.
at the football club. So I'd done my job. But there was some part of me, you know, the little brother, big brother thing, there was some part of me where it was like, you know what? I failed here, man. And he still ain't forgiven me, man. No, I'm joking.
Like,
he's got a 6. He's got a 6. He's got a 6.
What about the West Ham one where you come to Old Trafford and
Last
you
game
stayed
of the
up?
season.
Last game of the season, Tevez.
Yeah.
Everyone expecting us to beat you up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Send West Ham packing, send them down. You played in that game as well. Did Rio
Yeah.
play in that game?
No, he was on the bench on that game.
Yeah.
Because you had a Champions League.
Champions League,
Champions League that following week or 10 days after, and you'd won the league already.
Yeah.
That played into our hands. Obviously, you guys have won the league already. But we slapped to go there and get a result. And,
Make sure you didn't lose.
Son, as I said, we came there with belief. And that belief was, and I've seen Old Trafford swallow up a lot of people, by the way. I've been when at Sunderland, and you go out for the warm-up and you go out to look at the pitch before the game, and that big stand don't look as big. But when it's full of people, it's daunting, you know, and I've seen it swallow people up. But we went there with a different mindset, a different belief, you know, and we had a lot riding on it, you know. And as I talk about my team, we didn't just look at our team. We looked at the bigger picture. So if we went down that year, the tea lady, the dinner lady, who's with us every week and every day, they might not have a job next year. So we was going into the game with that mindset.
For them, like,
It wasn't just for us.
Going
and
down
it
is not
wasn't
an option. We
exactly.
have to keep this
it was
going.
It was for the important people of the football club, which are the people that we work with day in, day out. That ain't on bonuses, by the way, if we do well. And it was more about them than really us. And I think every West Ham fan saw that on the day.
Yeah. Just to finish off, currently for the current players, I mean, we're sitting in front of this man's jersey, Ward-Prowse, what's that, Mohamed Kudus just there. I'm looking across, I'm seeing Paquetá, I'm seeing Jared Bowen, I'm seeing players like, you know, Aged, and even Ben Rama's not even, you know, maybe playing as much right now.
Yep.
West Ham to the current day, in this version of them, the types of players they're attracting as well. What sort of, I don't know, what can West Ham fans expect? And I know this is United channel, but, you know, we're in their dressing room and with Anton, I want to just see, because I've got my views on it, but what's the ceiling for West Ham?
I think for us, obviously winning a trophy last year, the European Conference League, Europa Conference League, was a massive statement and long overdue for a football club of our size and fan base. we've tasted that success. Do we want more of it? Of course we do. You know, do we have the players to do it again? Of course we do. We've added fantastic players into our squad that can help us achieve greatness again. The likes of this man here. But we also know how hard it is, you know, and you've got to think a few years ago we was in a relegation battle.
Yeah.
And now we're talking about Europe every year.
As you like to remind me, you're champions of Europe, you keep telling me.
But this is what I'm saying. people, hold on a minute. Can I just say?
No, here we go.
Can I just say, for the viewer, viewers who are upset that I'm saying we're champions of Europe, we've won a European trophy.
Yeah.
Yes, it isn't a Champions League.
No, it's not.
But we've won
No,
a
it's
European
not the Europa.
No, it's not the Europa.
Yeah.
It's Europa Conference.
Yeah.
So we're in a competition.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is European.
But you're not champions of Europe.
Yeah, we are.
No, you're not.
Of course we
You're
are.
not champions of Europe. Champions of Europe means you're champions of Europe's elite. And I'm not even taking away, because the fantastic...
We have to beat...
It's your first trophy in like 50 years.
We've got to beat what's in front of us.
Jarrod Bowen should get a statue outside of the state. Like, unbelievable. Shows to David Moyes, by the way. But you can't say you're champions of Europe.
Oh, listen. To us,
Yeah,
we're
true.
champions of Europe.
Fair enough.
Yeah? If you don't want to believe that, that's down to you. And to be fair, Man United, massive football club, Champions League winners, you're not gonna understand it. You're not gonna accept it. I get it. But you see, for us, we're champions of Europe. Yeah, understand that. All right.
Guys, listen, we're going to finish up in here. We've taken a look behind the scenes here at the London Stadium. And you don't really realise, you forget that it's a multi-purpose stadium. It's for concerts, it's for baseball, it's for media events. It's so much more than just a football stadium. Actually, West Ham sort of are in here towards match day and have a bit of impact. But actually, throughout the week, it's completely different. Like I said, the London Stadium is a multi-purpose, multifunctional stadium. And we've just come into here. And as you can see, MLB World Series, London Series, they come here once a year, and the effort that's gone into it and the level and the size of this dressing room, this is set up for the Phillies, and obviously there's other teams here as well, but it is absolutely massive. Like, look at this, it's a joke. And I tell you what, if I'm the West Ham players, I'm like, look at our dressing room and compared to the baseball setup, and that's only used for once a year. But like I said, that's one of many things that would happen here at the London Stadium away from West Ham actually playing here. Honestly, I feel like I've been walking for ages. It's huge. You come to the back here, this is probably where they do all their media stuff. They'll probably have all different types of things inside here. MLB mat there, again, probably shirts in here. And as I can see down here, it's probably where they do their media stuff as well. So there's some flashlights here, some stuff with the branding of the world. So it's huge, that's what I mean, it's literally huge. There's one there, St. Louis Cardinals on there as well, World Series, and there's another one here for the Chicago Cubs. So yeah, I'm not a huge baseball fan, if I'm honest. I watched one game at Fenway Park at the Red Sox. I didn't. But I'm interested to get to learn more. So if anyone's watching from the World Series at MLB and want to sponsor us, and want to invite us down to have a look and get to know baseball more, then feel free to invite me. But I did go to one game, years ago in Fenway Park at the Red Sox, but in Boston. But yeah, amazing, huge. Look at it, massive. So it's really been good to get an eye behind the scenes in this Crashes. And yeah, I hope you've enjoyed it. Anton, big up.
No, it's fun. I see you Saturday, man.
See you Saturday. Hopefully this guy, have a day off the free kicks. And you lot are saying, yeah, Flex, do not touch that shit, because they say I judge up everything, bro. Bro, imagine I went Brighton one time to do this, behind the things, I saw the goalpost. This is when Ronaldo's here. I goes, this is the goalpost. I said, yeah, we're going to score 4 today. Tap the thing 4 times. Bro, we got packed 4-0, bro.
Oh, stop it.
So they're like, no, don't touch nothing. So none of the players, I ain't tried to put no judge on it or nothing. He is, because he's like, hey, don't go. No, well, I'm out, I'm gone.